Hey guys, I know that you've only seen me like once or twice on this channel so far, but peep the new glasses. Okay, I know. Lovely, lovely. I found out that my eyesight is pretty bad recently, just recently found out, and so had to change up these glasses a little bit. Actually, wait, let me see if I can get, don't mind if it's a little wow, beautiful, beautiful. People always say that my glasses are like really um powerful, but powerful glasses for a powerful young woman. If you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean? Anyways, I have something very important to talk to you guys about, and I have my phone here with me because I took some pictures of this because it is a very pressing problem, very pressing issue in my community right now, and I just wanted to put this out there to see if anybody out there is going to fix it, help a girl out, you know what I mean? Here they are. Oh my goodness. What did you say? What was it? Huh? You said it was a chicken, bro. Oh. Chicken feathers. Pigeon feathers, actually.
Happened here.
What happened? Oh my goodness, there's so many feathers. These aren't like one of those dandelions or whatever flowers those are. These are actual feathers. Yeah. I think it's shedding season for the pigeons this time. Not chickens though. And that is the question that I want to answer today. Why are all these birds out here dropping their feathers in the middle of winter? First of all, it's the middle of winter, guys. Why the hell is it this sunny outside? I don't know why. It's just, I guess, a Colorado thing, or maybe it's just a global warming thing. Not to go like full biologist or what do bird studiers, what are they called? Ornithologist. Yeah, not to be an ornithologist or anything, guys, but I really want to see what's going on with birds, their migration patterns recently, and why they chose to migrate their feathers onto my territory, okay? I know, I'm like one of those crazy parrots that's defending her territory from all these other birds because it's not okay what they're doing right now. So as we can see from a quick Google search, yes, many birds stay in the winter, but it's usually fewer birds because of the food and warmth necessary to keep them alive is not as sufficient in the winter because it gets colder, gets scarcer. But recently, there have been patterns of a lot less snow, especially in my area, but all across the US, there's been just a lot less snow. I mean, I remember back in my day, there used to be snow days on the regular in the winter, okay? In the fall time, boy, there's going to be a whole week off of school, and now it's a lot fewer, scarcer, and they be giving us snow days for the least possible snowiest day you could ever find because that's how desperate we are for snow days. But that begs the question, and yes, this is what everybody is thinking, has on their minds right now. How does this affect our feathery friends up in the air? Well, you've come to the right place, because not only are we going to talk about birds, but we're also going to be dressed up as birds. As they always say, don't judge a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. Or in this case, don't judge a bird until you've flown a mile in its wings? Anyways, to match the aesthetic of these glasses and the very scholarly aesthetic, I'm going to turn into an owl, as you can see with this ruffly feathered chest over here. And so we are going to treat this as a scientific experiment. And therefore, the first thing in a scientific experiment is the question, which we have already thought of, and then the hypothesis. My sister over here, who is blowing her nose, is going to share her hypothesis.
Prepared. Okay, I'm just running away from my abusive brother. He's right there, and I might run halfway through.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you farted.
It was not me. It was Sandra.
It was Sanjay. Anyways.
No, bro, it was Sadiqa.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. So.
What's your hypothesis?
So the hypothesis that I made was very good and very accurate. and it makes no sense, or whatever you call it. So basically, we had to go to the memorial park because my hypothesis is that the birds, the pigeons from the memorial park, are migrating a little bit closer west or north or something. I don't even know what it is, to around our region / house, whatever you call it.
So all the birds from the park are migrating to our area because the park. What's happening with the park then?
It's getting unsustainably too cold or too hot, or not enough resources for the birds.
Very good hypothesis. Okay, before she leaves, she needs a special.
All right, special 6-7, 6-7.
This is a little presentation I made on the migration pattern changes that have been happening because of climate change and how that affects birds. My focus will specifically be on the Four Corners region where I currently live. It's rich in deserts, rivers, mountains. I can literally look outside my window right now and see a bunch of mountains. But not only is it beautiful, but it's also a critical stopover habitat affected by warming and drought. A flyway is a specific migratory route for birds. The one that goes through this region is called Central Flyway. It goes from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, and millions of birds fly through it annually. It matters because it provides feeding and resting habitats, wetlands and grasslands, and climate change is disrupting the timing and water availability, and that is why these flyways are becoming less dependable for these populations. Now, climate change also affects migration in ways like earlier spring arrivals, later fall departures, so overall extending the time that it takes for them to winter, and also inconsistent food availability because in the winter, it's a lot harder to get food because of the cold. Now, the difference between wintering areas and breeding areas. I talked about wintering. Wintering areas are areas that offer food, rest, and conditions to survive the non-breeding season where they will breed later on. Recently, birds have been wintering farther north to low elevation valleys and river corridors and urban and agricultural habitats, such as the city that I live in. There are a bunch of birds here, and that might be a reason why they're coming. They've also gotten shorter migrations. The ranges have shifted 200 plus miles north for many species, and some birds skip southern wintering grounds entirely. The mild areas in the Four Corners, like the Rio Grande corridor, lower Colorado River basin, and valleys and wetlands and irrigated farmland, those are essential for these birds as a last option because of wider food availability and less environmental stress. Now, a case study that I got into was the sandhill crane, which traditionally migrates to Mexico, but is now wintering farther north, such as the trend that we have seen before. They have earlier arrival and longer stays. Another case study is the yellow-rumped warbler. It winters farther north than before, the same pattern, and there have been population shifts that have been observed, though its flexible diet allows for adaptation, and so it hasn't been hit as hardly. Now, what does this mean for the population? That means that habitats will be mismatched. There's lower breeding success, and local populations will decline.
And this is bad for all birds, but especially these male birds that are doing mating dances. Sadly, another effect of climate change is turning them into incels. Lastly, why does this matter? Well, birds can act as climate indicators. They can indicate ecosystem imbalance, and researchers can use these measures to assess urgent conservation needs.
Now that we got the boring stuff out of the way, time for our experiment. Sanjo's ready for the experiment too. We're gonna go to Memorial Park and we're going to see the birds and see how the population has declined because recently the weather has also declined. Okay, we're literally walking to the park and it's been like 30 minutes because my dad was supposed to get us, drive us there, but he had something else to do, so we decided to take it upon ourselves. And I don't know, my sister is just so freaking fast. She has long legs and I'm so slow compared to her. And I feel bad for my brother because he's the shortest and he also has to keep up with us at the same pace, so but we are almost there. We see so many birds. We see so many birds. We will not be harassing the birds.
The claim kind of seems to be correct.
So far, the claim seems to be correct.
Look, normally there's like flocks and flocks. Don't you guys remember?
Well, the flocks are all the way over there. Okay, wait, we'll go all the way over there.
About my claim, that doesn't make sense, guys.
What about your claim doesn't make sense?
Wait, I just realized the feathers on these pigeons look very similar to the feathers we found at the park, right?
Pigeons?
Pigeons, what are they?
Geese.
Oh, yeah, whatever. So they look very similar, like black and white a little bit, something like that. But the problem is, how come we see no geese in the actual school park?
Yeah, I think I know.
Because this is near a pond, right?
No, I think I know. It's because they remember when they like do that bee
Yeah.
I think they dropped some of their feathers while they're doing that.
Wait, now think about it. What if they shed near the school park when they find like fresh grass after like a long time of traveling through like many highways? Because they have to get through many highways to get around their neighborhood, and they probably found fresh grass and they can like shed their skin and like rest for a little bit. Because they don't like, as you guys can tell, they're never on the sidewalks. They're always in water or grass. They don't like the sidewalks.
Okay, very good. Good evidence, guys.
Sign. And over here, it shows reasons why to not feed the geese. One of them, deformity, disease to spread, and another one is geese lose their fear of humans and aggressiveness, and then it reduces the need for them to migrate. So this shows that the people around here have evidence that they migrate a lot. So that shows that obviously like feeding them will make them stay here longer. And since they're not getting fed by anyone, I hope, but most people are not feeding them, they're migrating a lot. Maybe we should ask them for themselves. Okay, so record me, I'm gonna go near them and ask them and see what they respond.
Hey, don't.
We want the answer. Have you guys been migrating around there? We don't mind, but we just want to know.
Two squeaks.
They're squeaking.
I think they can talk to us.
Two squeaks for no and one.
Maybe
squeak
Mr.
for
Squirrel will answer.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Like, genuinely, I'm saying bless your heart for noticing.
He was the only one that noticed the
I
squirrel.
had no idea about that. I just thought it was a cloth. I didn't even look at it. I didn't know.
I can't. Roadkill is crazy. Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for it.
Weird, but I want to touch it and help it.
Bro, I thought that was like shoe, right? A broken shoe, right? Somebody
You're
left
like
their
having
shoe.
a heart attack.
Somebody left their shoe, right?
I was
Yeah.
And then
why
I
you're
looked
praying.
deeper, and then I saw the teeth in the.
My insides are jiggling and not in a good way.
Not in a good way. Your insides are jiggling, not in a good way.
No, it wants to attack us. Oh, never mind, it won't. Wait, no, we're not going to leave. No, the squirrels don't stay like that for a while. Rick, we better run, guys.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Go, run.
I think they're squeaky.
Run, guys, run.
Are there any animal communicators on here? Because we need to know what that squeak means. Yes or no? It's either yes or no. Alright, guys, we're just walking down this like area in Memorial Park, and they have a lot of like memories of like important people, organizations, places, I don't know. But the thing is, this is kind of disrespectful to me because there's literally bird poop everywhere on them. So how is this even supposed to be respectful or honoring? Like, it literally looks like someone with extreme diarrhea was floating their way past this place. But it's all because of the birds. It's clearly bird poop. And I don't know why some of it looks like human poop, but I hope no humans are out here doing something here. But what I'm thinking is, now I know, I have another, like, not claim, but a statement to make. Now I know why the people of this park who organized it want the birds to migrate. Because they'll stop pooping everywhere. Like, genuinely, there's too many of these people. These animals. They need to leave.
Okay, so we still have the note too. But Sadisha said she wants to put it through an AI checker. Like, who's going to be handwriting a note and
instead of actually thinking of the note, they're just gonna use AI to create the note. Like, what do you mean?
No, I'm not talking about AI checker. I'm talking like an AI checker to read it, because I can't read the handwriting. That's what I'm saying.
Now we're going to talk about the conclusion, and Sadiksha has a lot of thoughts on the matter. So come over here.
Yeah, I don't really only have one thought right now, but it is that I want to honor my dear friend Squirrel, who was taken his life from him, who had his life taken away from him. It was so sad to see, and I'm so happy someone prayed for him, and we all took a moment to pray for him. So if you guys see him on that street, I mean, we didn't do anything, sadly, because we really couldn't. But please find him a nice resting place and make him a grave. And don't be disgusted if you do see him, though. So that would be very good. It's like near Memorial Park, Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm not going to expose my address, obviously, but it's not even close to there. But still, do it.
Okay, and also, what is your conclusion about the birds?
Oh yeah, my conclusion is that I was most likely correct after the sign specifically, finding that their feathers were so similar, and like there's some bird poop in like the school park, and the ones in the Memorial Park.
So you just analyze bird poop in different areas.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. They migrate a lot, and they were literally getting into a flock, and I've seen them fly around the sky. See, and they have wings for a reason, and the weather's also getting bad, so it makes so much sense.
So what is your message to anybody that's interested in birds or just researching animals in the future? Do you think it's a good thing to do? Did you find it fun today?
Yes, it was very fun because we got to walk 500 miles to a random park, and we didn't get kidnapped somehow. It was fun just like finding the clues, and the most funnest part was just like taking pictures and finding the sign, because it just was like, it immediately clicked in my head, and it felt like special that I found something so important to the topic. I felt like I was helping the world, even though like 2 people are gonna watch. 200,000 people are gonna watch this.
Yeah, 200,000 at the very minimum need to watch this video, because I spent a lot of time editing.
Yes, like she's getting tired of this. She'll stop posting if you guys don't. So lock in and watch the video and share it to your close by relatives, and you can just watch it at 10x speed. I don't even care. Yeah, just watch the video.